Alrighty, so let's see. We are on day 6 for Latte, who Newt and Storm have judged as you know, old enough to be by themselves for a bit. Yeah, in this temperature at least. They're just having a little nap. I banded them today. Before I leave, I'm gonna check to make sure the band didn't come off. After Plum's miraculous escape, I do feel like I need to double check and make sure the band has stayed on. You're looking like an absolute unit, Newt. Oh, Latte stirs. Sleepy. Sleepy. What's Storm want? Am I everybody's way? I'm sorry, kids. I'm sorry. I'm walking. Here I come. I scared them. I didn't know they were behind me. Huh? Did you need some room to move, or can I come back? Huh? Yeah, okay. There's the Peep. There's the Peep. Now there's 2 kids on me and Cloud. Hi, Missy. You checking in? We are, what is it, the 10th? I think it is, because I think yesterday was the 9th. We are 3 days out from the projected Tippler hatch. Which is exciting. I'm sure the Tipplers are gonna lose their minds. You can get on the baby with the phone here. You've done this before. You've been over this. Baby wants to be underneath you. Interested to see how their parenting style is going to compare to our lovely Lucerne pair, who were so enthusiastic for their first clutch, and they're only a year old. I feel like being 3 years old, older really, is maybe grounds for a more excited reaction to kids. But no way of telling until it happens. Tonight is going to be another what's happening on my shoulder? I don't even know. Tonight is going to be another baby sleepover night for the 6 weeks old. I mean, they're 6 weeks tomorrow because they share a not a birthday, not a hatch date, I guess, but like a day of the week that they were born. So as this baby hits 1 week, they'll hit 6. The older kids have Oh, it's very sweet. Have been making some moves into maturity. Not of course the why are you peeping? Not of course the best kind, but today I witnessed Banana what are we peeping about? I watched Banana tread Plum. Which was certainly very interesting. What is this peeping? Huh? Who is it? I don't even know. I can't look because there's like so much happening. Who is that? It's neither of the kids next to me, it seems like. But it sounds like it's coming straight to my left. Weird. I've got three birds on me. And they're like in various stages of sitting. Are you on that baby? Is Storm on the baby? What's going on, kiddo? Huh? What's going on? Huh? We've got a loaf. Let's see what else has been going on. Yeah, so I've spent pretty much the last day and a half trying to find a software that will allow me to share my basically my calendar with everybody else, my bird tracking calendar. The problem with that is that the current system I use is a very cheap paid-for app on Android with unlimited event options and a color picker. Banana, you are so close to my face. Hi, what's up? Hi. Can we all sit? Is that acceptable, do you think? And finding something that I can actually share with people has been extremely challenging. At first I thought Google Calendar would not do it, because that's why I got this app in the first place. But it turns out if you are using the web version of Chrome, you can add a ton of calendars under, one email and customize the colors like individually, which is very cool. So at the end of the night I realized, oh, I'll just do that. And then I realized you can't share every calendar on your one calendar page at once. You can only share one at a time, which is absolutely infuriating. So I spent part of the night seeing if I could cobble together what's called an API for the the HTML embed that you can do with a Google Calendar, because you can do this thing where you basically you tell Google, hey, please put all of this stuff into a simple HTML form, and I'll stick it somewhere and people can leaf through it. We are fully loafed on my chest. It's just loaf. It's just loaf town. You're so hot. Oh my god. You're doing me so dirty with these poops. The thing about that is that if you do embed it, all of your custom colors go away and default colors replace them. And there are not enough default colors for the amount of event types I have. I'm very visually oriented, and I like to track things with a lot of different colors. You know, I like to be thorough. And apparently, if you have an API attached to your HTML embed, I don't think I'm saying it right. Embed. It will have an automatic retrieval system, which will pull the colors into the frame. The thing about that is that it requires a level of knowledge and coding that I do not have. So just following directions is difficult for me. And alright guys, I'm gonna sit. Can you come up? Come on. Come this way. So just the following directions is hard. God, I have 3 birds on me. How am I gonna do this? Alright. Okay. We did it. Alright. Of course, I have nobody to film because they're all on me or in the nest boxes, but, you know, what can you do? Just gonna wipe this poop off of me real quick. Gross. So basically, it was not only that, it was partially that for some reason the pages with the instructions on them and the site that Google runs to let you connect an API to your calendar really wanted to be in French, which I can't read. So you know, there's a bit of Google Translate that can help out there, but you know, when half the page is fighting to be speaking French, it's extra difficult to tell what the instructions want you to do. And very, very frustrating. It blows, honestly. So I'm still on the hunt because I would like to be able to oh my god. Ow. Oh, child. What are you doing? I'm sorry if this is filming terribly. I'm holding it so that like I can't see the screen. What do I need to extend my arm a little? Huh? I'm not as practiced at filming screenless like this as I am with head time. So again, apologies if somebody's going in and out of frame really badly. So yeah, the purpose of trying to share my bird tracking schedule is so people on my waitlist can refer to it and see how the current like situation looks, you know, in terms of when they might, you know, get a bird, or you know, when the clutch they're due for is you know, the clutch that they're in a slot for is due to hatch. And yeah, so yeah, it's been a massive annoyance, but it's, I mean, it's something I would like to be able to do and share with people, just to make yeah, everyone's lives a little easier, you know. It's I know it can certainly be a little awkward to ask your breeder when you think, you know, your bird's gonna be ready. I mean, I've been there. I get it. You want info on the birds, but you don't want to hassle anybody. I get it. And for me, you know, it means I don't have to answer you know, the same question several times. Not that bothers me, you know, if you're on the wait list. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. You know, that's not information you just have. So, me being the only source of it is something I understand. Where are you going? Huh? So yeah, I'm trying to do it. Hopefully I can figure out something that's not terrible. Like, I have a backup option, but honestly it really annoys me because I picked these colors that are in my calendar very carefully to be visually distinct enough for an average person to tell. Like, you know, if you're colorblind, you're fucked. I'm sorry, but you know, I've sort of grouped my my event types, you know, in loose in loose color groups, you know, like is that Cloud? Yeah, like clutch 1, sorry, the Lucerne pair 1 gets a different color than the Tipplers, and the second Lucerne pair is gonna get a different set of colors. Like, you know, the oh jeez, on my phone again, Cloud. You're so good at that. I'm pausing 1 second. Okay. So yeah, it's like, what was I saying? Crap. Cloud, you've destroyed my train of thought. What was I talking about? If I was smart, I would pause the video and go back and watch what I just said. But I guess I'm not that smart. Cloud, why are you so fidgety up there? Huh? Hi, Banana. Are you having a loaf on my shoulder? You having a loaf? You really cute boy. Are you sweet? Comfy. So comfy. Why are you pecking me? What was that about? That was kind of violent. It didn't seem like you were trying to be violent, but you were anyway, you know? Are you trying? Where are you going? Oh. I kind of forgot there was a perch there. There's sort of a view of Banana, I hope. Yeah, hair mouth. Hair mouth again, wow. I'm so frustrated. It's been 2 whole minutes. I have no idea what I said. What was I talking about? This is what happens when a bird poops in your phone screen. Your brain stops. Yeah, I gotta watch what I said. I usually don't do this, but I gotta. 1 second. Colors. Okay. That's what we were talking about. Nobody's in front of me that I can see, so we are in this mode now. So yeah, the Newt and Storm, who I consider to be L1, you know, Lucerne, pair 1. Oh, I'm so stiff all the time. They're like, I give them like a series of like orangey, pinky, reddies, sort of colors. The Tipplers get a yellowy, greeny, almost to blue, but not quite. And L2, Mr. H and whoever his wife ends up being. Oh my god, everyone's pooping on me. I still don't want coming too. They have they've got more of the blues. Pretty much a range of blues, and so let's see. Everyone's got at least 3 standard event types. We've got a type for egg. You know, egg's been laid, or you know, egg is up for candling. We've got you know, a pair is I just put kid. It's I could put clutch, but it's basically so like when, you know, one kid is behind perhaps and is you know, just not doing things as fast as kid 1. I've got, you know, kid and then kid 2. So you know, for instance, when I banded Banana and Plum managed to get theirs off the day I put it on, and I had to do it the next day. I put the banding in for Plum under the color for kid 2. So that's yeah, that's the standard 3 for each pair. So that's already up to 9. That's 9 different colors and 9 different event types. And then we've got 3 more for each pair, which is alternate, which I just put alt, pair clutch. Because, you know, they are producing, you know, at a fast enough rate that, you know, I would say, sort of, it would get confusing, I think, visually, if both clutches, you know, in a row were the same color. So like the you know, the C1, L1, C1, banana and plum, they're more of an orangey yellow. It's darker. And Alt L1 is more of a pale yellow, which is Latte. So I've got you know, one for the current Lucernes. I have one for the Tipplers, even though I don't know how often they're going to be producing, considering you know, there isn't always like a huge demand for them. I mean, there's currently actually a couple people on the wait list for them, but you know, it's not as long as the Lucerne list, of course. And then I've got things to help track sort of estimates, based on you know, patterns, loose patterns, really. Just sit on my head. I've basically been plugging in the Lucerne, current Lucerne pair, into the calendar, on the pattern that they started on with plum and banana, by laying on day 3 after 2 weeks. I add a couple days in here or there to help pad it out a little bit in case there's any inconsistencies. But it's often just based, you know, directly on that pattern. And you know, so the current estimates I have, you know, past what's, you know, currently in front of me in terms of visible production, you know, whether that be an egg or a baby, it's just an estimate. It's not guaranteed. So I've got a marker for potential egg lay. I've got a marker for potential hatch. I've also got a marker for like an actual hatch day, which I use for you know, actual real eggs in front of me. And you know, if they hatch on a slightly different day than I was expecting, I just move it to the day they actually hatch on. And I've got an 18-day lay reset, you know, where I've judged that somebody's probably been on what would be a clutch for 18 days and is probably ready to get off of it and start courting again. And then it's a real that the judging between when a lay reset is and when another egg will appear is a really loose guess on my part. Courting is variable, and a little hard to predict as to when they'll get stuff done, I guess. So yeah, I've got that, and then I've got a bird birthday, which is mostly just for my permanent birds. Though, honestly, I may end up putting them in, for kids I produce. I don't know, maybe. There's gonna be a number of them, so it may get kind of cluttered, I'm not sure. I mean, it is marked in my spreadsheet, so it's not exactly like a mystery. If anybody wants to know. I've got, let's see. I've got health event, which is, basically anything health related that I have going on or planned. Say someone gets an injury or whatnot, and currently the only one I have is marked for July to mark the dates I'm planning on on deworming. I've got a new bird marker, which perhaps I don't need, but it's like I can't help myself. So the week that Mr. H is due to arrive, I have that marked as well. I've got a marker for 4 weeks. I've got a marker for 8 weeks. Basically judging the halfway point and the point where they're ready to ship or go home, depending on how close their adopters are. When the Tippler babies come into this world, and I'm going to try and catch them in the process. Like check really consistently on the 12th and the 13th and hope that I can catch one out of the shell before the other so I can get an eggshell and know who it is. But it's so far not really worked out that way for me. But we'll see. But if we can get an eggshell, we can do the DNA sexing pretty fast. If not, we're gonna have to wait until the babies start to feather, and then we're gonna have to pluck a feather from each baby and send that off for DNA testing. But if one of those babies is a hen, that's guaranteed for the first person on the wait list for a Tippler, and that person is a local, only about an hour away from me, and I've offered, after the thought occurred to me that why don't you if you've got the time, as the baby's growing up, come over, do some hang time, let the kid get accustomed to you a little bit, Maybe we'll adjust. Oh, Storm went in by herself. Nice, Storm. Did you just defend yourself, Banana? Good job. Poor Cloud. You just got fended off by a 6-week-old. So yeah, the first person on the list, if we end up getting a hen, they are hopefully gonna make it over a few times and spend some time with their future bird, and hopefully that will help ease their transition. If I think if that's like a really handy thing to be able to do, if the circumstances are lining up that way, just teach baby, see, this person's cool, them, and that way when they go to their new home, they're not in a totally foreign environment. Um, and anybody who's located in a drivable distance from Kingsville, Maryland, which it's a small place, so you know, I'm obviously not gonna put my address on YouTube, but like, it's not a big town, or even a town, really. It's like a thing on the map. We're surrounded by bigger towns, and it's like a blip. But if you judge yourself within driving distance, and you're up for that slot, and you want to get those kids accustomed to you, I think I'm totally willing to do that when circumstances line up right, you know. It'll certainly help get the other kids used to new people. Just never a bad thing. So yeah, it's I think it's a really good opportunity, and I'm excited to be able to do that with at least one kid. I mean, it's basically just being able to go and meet the meet the pet you're gonna get, you know, or one of them anyway. In most cases, I'm not gonna just pick a bird right away for somebody. But this is one of those cases where we aren't judging based on temperament, really. We're judging based on the fact that this person needs a hen because they've got a boy. And I don't want to saddle them with a situation where two boys are fighting in their house all the time, you know? I mean, two boys can certainly bond, but it's a lot harder, and it really requires a special sort of guy. And I don't know if I can accurately judge what a male is going to end up being like in maturity at 8 weeks, or really 7 weeks, which is when I'm sort of planning on making my judgment call and letting people know who they're gonna get, because I feel like they should have a week's warning to get a little excited and go through some pictures and enjoy the contents of the bird they know they're gonna get now, and all that. But yeah, this isn't really a usual case, because most of the birds I completely assess on temperament and on the best fit for a certain home. But with somebody who has, oh, my shoulders, who has a boy already, and we judged that we should get a Tippler for him, because he's a little guy, and the Lucerne can end up a bit meaty, and if for some reason we did end up with a male, and that's who we brought home to that bird, I think a Lucerne would beat the absolute crap out of him. I think with a Tippler he may have, a little bit more of a chance, especially with the size that Taco is. And so, yeah, so this is more of a, suited for a bird case instead of suited for a person and living situation case. You know, this boy needs a wifey, and you know, hopefully we can get one in the first clutch. I'm going to switch camera angles so I can lean back. What's my little chicken doing? Huh? So yeah, again, if anybody is in the range of Kingsville that they feel is worth driving through, and they want to hang out with the pair of kids that could end up being theirs. You know, I don't do anything, y'all. I don't. This is not. This is not really like my side gig. It's my gig. And it's a hobby at that. That I'm obviously very into. But I usually I am not out doing things. So it's very rare that I would be unavailable for introducing some birds. Yeah, so the only thing I'd ask those people to keep in mind is try not to get attached to one in particular. If you think you might, maybe we don't do it. I don't want you to be disappointed if I feel the bird that you get attached to is a better fit for the other person in that slot. That's why, like, I have an idea now who I think might go home with who in this slot with Banana and Plum. But they're not 7 weeks old yet, so I'm not gonna make the official call until I'm reasonably certain that I've got as much data about it as possible. And they change so much at this stage. It's kind of hard to tell. So you've got to go for the broad averages almost. And it's not going to be very feasible to just guarantee somebody a bird. Alright, well, it's getting darker, and I'd like to bring the kids inside while it's still light so they're not getting ready to sleep. Because we're gonna be up probably later than their bedtime for, sleepover time. Also going to offer them a shower again, and see if they'll take that. I will update on that. And God, look at the amount of grit on the floor. I put grit in there and they just fling it everywhere. Like, guys, come on, eat it. Don't just fling it. Urgh. Oh, Jesus Lord, I'm stiff. Whew. How's it going, Taco? Huh? What's going on in there? That's a suspicious bird. Oh, that's a fluffy bird. Alright. Alright, well, everyone, you have a good one. And also, if you know of some software that would, let me share it with, customizable types and all that, hit me up. So yeah, thanks. Have a good one, guys.